It's the Daily Special with Kimberly Ray Miller!
Welcome to the Daily Special. It's Tuesday, July 15th, and it's raining out. Wow. But we're going to talk about salmonella today, which always cheers me up. So let's go to today's specials. Pauly Shore says the only way to make it in the comedy industry these days is to be black. Or you could be funny. Try that. A man who attempted to rob a pizzeria in Texas was punched out by an employee. They now changed their logo to "We'll deliver your pizza in 30 minutes or less, or we'll punch you in the face." Knox Leon and Vivian Marshaline are the names of the Brangelina twins who were born over the weekend. Their proud parents hope they will grow up to be a gangster and a French prostitute. A huge story in the news recently has been the Salmonella outbreak going on for weeks now. 1,000 people have been affected. 41 states plus the District of Columbia are under surveillance for evil tomatoes. And today to talk about Salmonella is Hitha Prabhakar.
How are you?
Good, lovely boots. It's Rain Boot Day today at the Daily Special. So this is like a big deal. We've been hearing about it for weeks now, but is it really affecting people?
Well, this is the largest outbreak that the United States has had in over a decade, and it's now linked to jalapenos. And the problem is we don't know where the source is. They don't know where this outbreak is coming from. And it's really hard for the United States government, the FDA, to track exactly where those tomatoes and jalapenos are coming from, so.
Now, but aren't there laws in place that are supposed to help with tracking food?
There are laws in place, but I mean, how helpful are that? I mean, you know, I'm going through here and the FDA was kind of saying exactly what they're trying to do to help this situation. I mean, listen to this. They're meeting with states and consumer groups to solicit their input on implementing preventative approaches to protect the food supply.
Which
sounds
means
like propaganda to me, right?
It really doesn't mean anything. It means we don't know what we're doing, but we're going to ask some people and look busy.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, what is the FDA doing? I mean, right now they regulate $417 billion worth of domestic food and $49 billion worth of international food. And you know, that's not counting meat, poultry, and some egg products, but that, you know, the FDA is in charge of that much of our food supply and that amount. I mean, that worries me.
Right, and these oversights that go through at such a large scale can happen with any part of our food supply, not just vegetables. It can happen with fruit, with meat,
absolutely,
with dairy.
It's exactly it. It's indicative of a larger problem, potentially. And you know, that's what I think troubles me, and it should trouble, I feel like, everyone else.
And right now it's salmonella, which in actuality is not an extremely serious condition, but in the future it could be something much more serious.
Absolutely.
So we really do need laws to be put into place that are much more on the ball.
I think also, as consumers and in United States citizens, we need to be more proactive about where our food is coming from.
Right.
Go to those local farmers, figure out exactly where the tomatoes and jalapenos and your vegetables are coming from. And I think you mentioned this too, is really wash those carefully.
Yeah, you know, salmonella really can be prevented by washing your food properly. With soap, you can wash vegetables with soap. It will wash off. There's also fruit and vegetable sprays, and it can really be prevented that way. Well, this may be a first for the Daily Special because Hitha and I agree, and I feel like we're closer now. And we would love to hear your opinions on the salmonella outbreak, if it's affecting you. If you think that more should be done by the FDA to regulate our food, we would love to hear your comments, and we'll see you tomorrow.